Aries, you are going to love your card of the month because for August, you have the luckiest card in the deck. No biggie. And with the Wheel of Fortune, it's not just saying a new run of luck is starting, although it is. It's like a wave of good luck energy coming up behind. You want to hop on and surf that wave. Don't let it wash over you because then you have to wait for the next one. But with me, with this luck card, it's never just handing over the luck. There are no free rides with tarot. It's telling you the lesson you need to learn to help you harness that luck so you can leverage it, work with it, tap into it, make the most of it. So here's the lesson with the Wheel of Fortune, and then I'll get into how it impacts whether you're sun, a moon, or rising in Aries. So first of all, with the Wheel of Fortune, it's telling you we're born at A and we die at B. And a lot of people go from A to B in a straight line, blinders on, head down like a passenger on a bus, just kind of tootling along. And the Wheel of Fortune is showing up to say, if you can be open to what's out there, you can have a very different path. And for me, the Wheel of Fortune is all about manifesting, but it's not like the ding-dongs in front of their vision board that are just like, oh, I hope I get to Paris. When am I going to get married? Like, it's not fairy godmother stuff. It's about being really clear and focused on your intention, your objective, your goals, and do a vision board or journal or daydream, whatever works for you. And it can be about wealth, health, career, love, home, family, whatever area of life, but have that clarity of intention. And then follow that up with some inspired action, just little baby steps to get going along the path, and then forget the rest of the path. Don't worry about when or how. Focus on what and why. Don't try and plan and plot and visualize every single step because it discounts all of the magic. Instead, you want to be more like, okay, God, Buddha, universe, all the stuff. Here's what I want and here's what I'm doing to get it. How are you going to help? Like, what have you got for me? And be open to seeing stepping stones, synchronicities, breadcrumbs that get you there or somewhere better you could never have imagined. And if you can have that kind of approach, intention, inspired action, and then step back and let life respond, then instead of going A to B like this in the straight line, now you're going A to B like this. So you're going A to B like this, but you're no longer the little passenger on the bus. Now you're driving the bus. And when this card shows up, it's saying, babe, you're on the bus. Are you going to be a passenger or are you going to be a driver? And do you see how understanding, first of all, there's a bus and you're on it, and you can be a passenger or a driver. And the way to transition from one to the other is through the manifesting. That is how you tap into the luck that's available with the Wheel of Fortune. So for you, Aries, how this shows up, whether you are a sun or a moon or a rising, and please put in the comments below which one you are and if this resonates. I want you to think about, the sun is how we show up in the world. It's our ego. It's us, out there working towards ourselves, and embodying the best version of ourselves. And this Wheel of Fortune can absolutely be that nudge. And think about too where you might be faltering on the, intention, inspired action, step back and let life respond. Like, is one of those areas of manifesting, one of those 3 areas, something that you've been hesitating or just like not quite ready to go, which as an Aries would be kind of interesting because Aries is always like act first, ask questions later. So it's not, something I think you'd necessarily be struggling with. Maybe you need to have bigger dreams. Maybe your intentions need to get bigger because that's what happens a lot. I teach this manifesting new moon workshop a few times a year, and a lot of people keep coming back because it works. And one thing that's interesting about it is like once you start manifesting your goals, and it's kind of like, well, now what? Well, now get bigger goals. Like go beyond what you thought you were capable of, go beyond what you thought was possible. That's what this Wheel of Fortune, you want to like get into that, the momentum that this wheel is like instigating, there's this catalyst of like really good, lucky, like movement and get moving kind of energy, which Aries has no problem with. So just consider it might be the stepping back and letting life unfold. I can see where that's, an Aries sun, moon, or rising might have a little bit of a challenge. So just consider that. And then if you're an Aries moon, the Aries moon, the moon is our feelings. It's what makes us feel safe. It's what makes us feel held. And it can be really, scary, especially depending on what your sun or your rising signs are. It can be scary or intimidating, the idea of hopping on those waves, especially if it's like a big wave, if we're going bigger, which August, we're in Leo season, Leo new moon is happening. Like that's the time to like boom, 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 take it all up a notch. So just consider where you might be feeling a little hesitant, or there could be, old stories that were never your stories. They're stories that you inherited, that kind of thing. How that could be maybe holding you back or slowing you down with taking advantage of this delicious lucky energy. And then Aries rising, I'm just thinking what's coming to me sort of intuitively. With Aries rising, often, we have great intentions, and then we take inspired action, but we're expecting to go from 0 to 100 on the first step. And baby steps count, and it can't be 150%, 100% of the time. So just consider how, just watch your baby steps and understand that that's part of it. Baby steps count. So don't ignore those, and don't give them their due. If you're taking steps towards your goals and you're just feeling well, wasn't big enough, wasn't bold enough, I'm not doing enough, this card would be something that would maybe make you get curious about how you're feeling that way, and just check yourself a little bit before you wreck yourself. Just make sure that you're giving yourself credit, giving yourself due for no, these actions I'm taking towards my goals, it's going to bear fruit. It's just maybe not on my timeline because I'm an Aries and everything's blah. So that's a consideration of how your sun, your moon, your rising could be impacted by this card, but it's a great card regardless. Wheel of Fortune is amazing. Please let me know. I'm Lori Deanne. P.S. Didn't even introduce myself. Your tarot bestie. I've been reading tarot for over 35 years. This is my original deck. My book, Big Deck Energy, is a bestseller and is available now. You can get a reading with me, but subscribe, pass me on to your friends, because every month I'm coming here with your monthly tarot scope and also card of the day every weekday. Have a great day.